When we were married, I was not allowed to drive. I was not allowed to get my license. He was afraid of me cheating, but he ended up being the one that did the cheating.
Hey, it's Josh, and I am here at Camp having the best time ever, and this is my new friend, AJ.
Hey, guys.
And AJ is awesome and very energetic and divorced. I wanted to know, as somebody who hasn't even been married yet, what's it been like at 29 to be married and divorced and then back out there again?
So I was married young. I was married at 21. And going into it, I met my husband and immediately felt a connection. But going into the marriage, I already felt like, I met my person. My whole life is mapped out in front of me. I'm in love. And this journey is already laid out. But things didn't happen as planned. So there was a journey getting married, meeting the person, gaining my feet as a husband. And then there was another journey after it. You're in euphoria because you found that person. That's what so many people are looking for, just, their player two. And coming out of it as a divorced man, I think I grew up a little. I don't think I was totally mature at 21. So I wasn't thinking with my head as much as I was thinking with my heart. And it broke me for a little bit. It probably made me lose who I thought I was. Kind of made me repress and go darker. Like, I wasn't this energetic, happy, positive, optimistic person for 4 years. And especially having to move out of a beautiful house and quit this career that I just started and start fresh, but definitely not on the right foot. I learned a new independence and I immediately grew up because I didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
And I don't come from a strong family. I don't talk to anyone in my family besides my mother. So Joey, my ex-husband, he became my family. He was that trust. So when the trust was broken, like I said, it broke me. But going out of it, it was almost like a blessing because I never had the chance to really look at myself as the man I'm supposed to be. So I had to go through the really rocky roads and the tears and the hard work to work on what it really is to be me. So my very own independence, like when we were married, I was not allowed to drive. I was not allowed to get my license. He was afraid of me cheating, but he ended up being the one that did the cheating. So I was able last year to get my license and to drive and to be totally independent and make my own choices. And I am grateful that I married young. I don't regret it because I know what to look for now in a person, rather than looking for the codependency, looking for that person to take care of me, because now I can take care of myself.
Yeah.
And I can love myself. And I live by RuPaul, and it's really kitschy and gimmicky and gay, but if you can't love yourself, you cannot love anyone else.
So how did you get to the point of loving yourself and being outgoing and energetic and positive after coming from that space?
I had to force myself.
Yeah.
I have depression and anxiety, so a lot of the time I need to black everyone out and be in my own little shell. But the only way for me to get out of that is to just be obnoxiously bright and loud and energetic. So although this is me protruding out of the hardest shell, bursting out, and I'm just going to live life extra because it's a little bit of medicine for me. And by showing the world who I really am, I get that back. Karma's a boomerang. So you're gonna take that boomerang, and with intention, you're gonna say, I'm living my truth and I'm doing the best I can with the tools I have, and you're gonna throw it out, and then the universe is gonna come back to you and say, here's all the tools and gifts the universe can give you to live a better life.
Yeah. It's just sort of a mailbox system here where you can put notes in people's mail bags, and you give out a lot. And then, so I went to give you one because you had given me a couple, and your bag was full of them. So it really, that right there just sort of showed me the more you put out positive vibes, the more you get them back.
I've learned that through pain, if you sit inside your shell, and especially having depression, if you sit inside your shell and wait for the world to come to you, you're going to be alone forever. So if you're giving out the joy that you want to receive, you're going to receive that joy. My energy is infectious and I know it. but I wasn't born this way. You know, my pain started this. Having my heart broken started this. And I mean, one word of advice I would give to people who, you know, are looking for love and heavy looking, stop and don't look.
Yeah.
Say, I'm gonna do things that make me happy, and along the road, if I really want it, I'm gonna tell the universe, here's the boomerang, I'm leaving it to you. It's gonna come back to me in due time. And I will tell you, it's difficult because I see couples here and I think of what my future holds. And I mean, I've connected with you, I've connected with other people, and I see so many good in these people. So many pieces of the people that I've seen and met. I'm like, I want to take that little bit.
Yeah.
Write it down. Fold it. Cast a little spell. And that's just like practical magic. And I'm writing that down. And I'm casting a spell, putting that in the universe, and that boomerang's going to come back.
And also keeping in mind, there is no perfect person. But, you know, everything's got its hierarchy, I guess, of like these are must-haves, these are would like to have.
Yes.
Like,
you don't have to be rich in money, you just gotta be rich in soul. That's all I want. A good soulful man.
And a matching soul. Or compatible souls.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, somebody's going to be very lucky and find you, and in the meantime, I'm glad that we got to just experience your energy for a week. So thanks.
I hope you take it.
Yeah.
And you take that boomerang and you just send it on back.
As somebody who's actually an introvert myself, when I'm not in front of the camera, yeah, it's like inspiring to see that and to hear that you're not just naturally like that, because my instinct is to be like, oh wow, it must be nice to just be naturally that outgoing. And it's like, no, actually.
It takes work.
Yeah.
And it takes mindfulness. And it takes the understanding that if you're gonna choose to be upset, then only negative things will ensue. Mm-hmm. If you're gonna choose to be happy, which it's so easy to choose to be happy and to not take things personally, it's not about you.
Right.
Take yourself out of the equation, but also be mindful of your surroundings and what you want to get from your experience and what you want to bless people with throughout your experience.
Wise words for a 29-year-old. Thank you so much for sharing your stories. And
Thank you for allowing me to share my story.
Absolutely. And let's go live it up a bit more at Cap Camp.
See, dance, we gonna stomp this ground.
Bye.
Bye.